welcome everyone to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Sun Devils offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field.
It's a running room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle was finally made. Why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Levitt. Back open in the middle. Across the 35. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's McClain. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field. Keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Punts it out of the air. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well.
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Bobcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Bobcats have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the running back. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
first down physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Going for the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal. Touchdown, Texas State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his third receiving touchdown. He's only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the spot. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. And the third down pass is incomplete. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it at the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. The Sneak scores it.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Arizona State, 0. On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Boom. Catch in the middle. It's Moss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back to pass, it's Levin. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Turning on the Jets. Past the 20. Touchdown, Arizona State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great pass, it's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Gonna look downfield again. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
It's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Udo. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
He's got it. point and the top.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Marshall was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Chad Pennington used to deliver in his days there in Huntington. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Handoff from the gun. He breaks a tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far. And that time, just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. Nope.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lets it fly. Finds a man in the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this...
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring in 3rd.
This defense was ready for go-walks against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense and here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Sun Devils are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking for a man. It's Levin. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I think the quarterback at this point just needs to settle down. We saw the interception earlier in the game, and all of a sudden on that throw, just really bad fundamentals. The quarterback just needs to settle himself, get himself into a rhythm, trust his fundamentals, because that's going to help his accuracy.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got it in the middle. It's Lions. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Finds his big tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Bobcats trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's the handoff. Jukes his way for more. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, Pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Sun Devils will boot it away to start the second half. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recovered their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football and turn over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. The run from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Got his man quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Offense facing
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tight end now in motion. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push.
The Bobcats get enough for the first down.
This is one of the top 10. Always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well, and they've got a dude in the back.
They'll leave it with him. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Bobcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Fullback's got it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, on 2nd and inches, the offense tried to catch the defense napping, and they took a shot, didn't get it. 3rd and inches now, you got to do the obvious thing and run it. The defense completely stuffs you. Now you got 4th down. What do you do if you're on offense?
Pulls it and fires to the left. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Bobcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now from inside the red zone. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Bobcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to him back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. And look for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
All they need is a field goal to make it a two-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Texas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Gets it out quickly. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Pulls it in. It's Tyson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught, posting the marker, it's Udo. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona State!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Slides away. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add to it on this drive. Oh, he's got some space. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll try it again. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Bobcats can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the tight end. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That
breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th.
Continues to fight for yards. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. A little screen to the running back. Quick with the spin move. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. He's got him. Still running at the 40. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Moss. And they get him down. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long for the 25. And the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun. Wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's McClain. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the 1st down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Bringing the heat. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Snags a quick pass on the left. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it! Hits the crease! Touchdown, Texas State! And the pummeling has started. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Back to throw, it's Levitt. They're working that left side. The Sun Devils brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Tyson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on second and short. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Got his man in the middle. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. The Sun Devils come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Levitt. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. It's now second and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down.
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's McClain. takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
There we go. There's step one. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with a touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie.
He's looking to pass. He makes the grab. The 2-point try is good, and it's a one-possession game late. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's good. Bye.